Hey everyone, this is Darren Kidd. Welcome. We are live on multiple platforms. We're live on my Facebook page. We're live on Twitter and Periscope. We're live on my YouTube channel. So do me a favor so you don't miss any of the upcoming trainings. I'm going to start going live every single week. We're going to pick one day a week and a certain day and a certain time, and we're just going to have that schedule so you know exactly what to look for every week. We will finalize that later on this week, make an announcement a little bit later. So do me a favor, make sure you like this page. If you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the future trainings that I do on there as well. I know we just hit over 60,000, subscribers on my YouTube channel. So I want to thank all of you for that. Over 164,000 on the Facebook page, and that's because of all of you. And so I appreciate you more than you know. Do me a favor as you jump on. Let me know where you're watching from, what city, state, province in Canada, what country. I've got Bren. Howdy, Bren. I've got Veronica. Not sure where y'all are from, but great to have you on. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to get started pretty quickly. And hey, I'm also curious too, man. It's June 16th in Virginia. It is 50 some degrees. It is cool. It is rainy. Like, what's the weather like in your area? So we got Ruben from Milwaukee. Hey, Lisa from New York. We've got Jessica from Ohio. We got Richie from, oh man, y'all are moving fast. We got Jerry in Charlottesville. We've got Richie in the UK, Birmingham, UK. Welcome. All right. Well, I appreciate everybody jumping on. We got Kelly from Ghana, Samantha from South Carolina, Becky from California. We got people from everywhere. Now, listen, you definitely want to make sure that you let your teams know about this training, because I'm going to give you some things that can make a drastic difference in your business. And the great thing, it's all free. What I'm going to share with you, it's something you can actually start doing today, and you can start seeing results immediately. And it's something that I wish, some of these things are things that I wish I would have known a long time ago. Bren says it's 91 degrees. Washington State, it's 70 degrees. We got Angel in British Columbia. We got Gary in Sydney, Australia. Louisiana. From you, it's hot. There we go. Hey, I appreciate that, Richie. Thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing. Do me a favor. Let me know in the comments if you do share. I appreciate that. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's get started with, and I want this to be interactive. You know, the way for me to create trainings that are going to help you and your organization, they're going to give you value, is if I find out what your needs are, what you're looking for help with, and then I'm going to bring those strategies, tips, and techniques to you to help you go further, faster in your business. And I was listening to a podcast on earlier, and it reminded me once again, it is wise to learn from your experience, but it's wiser to learn from someone else's experience. So I was a distributor for 28 years in network marketing, and I failed for the first 7. Said I'll never do it again. I'm done. And it wasn't until I had the right mentors that came into my life that taught me what to do, what not to do, that really that's when everything changed. Then that's when I went out there and made the multiple 7 figures and built organizations all over the world. And you know what? It was simple. Everything that I did was very simple, but it's work. So anybody that tells you you can get in, you can build a business, and you can make a lot of money by doing nothing, they're either lying to you, number one, or it's illegal. Run from it. If it sounds easy, most likely it is sleazy. And I don't think we're not doing people a favor when we tell them, hey, listen, if you come into my business, you can do nothing and make a lot of money. That's not true. And then what you do is you attract people that don't want to work, and you attract people that have that lottery mentality. And if you're like me, I'm looking for the people that see what I see. When I was in the field, I was looking for the people that saw what I saw, that I wanted to lock arms with and build a business. What is the one thing that you would like for me to help you with when it comes to Facebook? Like, what's one of your biggest challenges that you struggle with when it comes to Facebook and social media marketing? Now, we're going to talk about Facebook this evening. If you're watching the replay, do me a favor, let me know you're watching it on replay. And I also go back and look at the comments. I want to see yours as well. But tonight we're going to talk about Facebook, because it's the most used platform. It's the biggest social media platform out there. Over 2 billion people a month are using that. Our new profile is created every single, 5 profiles every second, I think is what the numbers are. But do me a favor, let me know what some of your biggest struggles. So Jessica says getting people to engage. I've got some tips to help you with that tonight, Jessica. Well, I'll look over from here every now and then Rodana, hopefully I'm saying your name correctly, says recruiting, getting more interaction with my post or video. Samantha, I've got some things to help you with that. How to get clients for MLM and CBD products. Okay, Angel, I can help you. Mixing marketing with personal, not to turn off the audiences. Brim, that's a great point, and I can help you with that as well. So keep them coming. Enrollment, keep those coming through the comments. That way I can go back and look at them toward the end, and I may have time for a question or two. So now we're going to talk about Facebook recruiting tips using attraction marketing. It's one thing to reach out to people and prospect people, and it's also another thing where you do the right things to attract people to you, to ask you, to create curiosity and say, hey, what is it that you actually do? Share with me, what are those products that gave you those benefits? How are you able to work from home and be with your kids in the middle of the day when I'm having to work a job? So if you do the right things when it comes to attraction marketing, then that can make a big difference, because you're still going to continue to reach out to people. But then when you're doing the right things and they compound over a period of time, it will get to the point where you pretty much always have someone reaching out to you. So, I mean, let me know in the comments. Wouldn't it be nice to have people reaching out to you to ask, hey, listen, tell me about your products. Tell me about your services. Tell me, about your home-based business. And once again, I think we're at a point in time right now that we've never been. We know we're at a point in time we've never been before. But for the home-based business world, for direct sales network marketing, it's a great place to be. I've owned franchises. I've had success in franchises. I've made most of my money as a distributor for 28 years in network marketing. I can tell you that it is a lot simpler to build your network marketing business than it is to run a traditional business most of the time, unless you have something that I don't know about. And, I had frozen yogurt franchises, which are pretty simple. It's frozen yogurt and toppings, but yet we had tons of challenges. So any business, there's going to be sacrifice. There's going to be hard work, but you don't mind doing the work. And let me know if you agree with me. You don't mind doing the work. You don't mind paying the price if you know that you can see that it's going to be worth it. If the promise is clear. And so you never have to sell anyone ever again on, do they need a way to be able to make money from home? What if we have another, I don't know what the word is, flare up with the coronavirus. What if we go through another quarantine and people have to go back home? They know that is a possibility. So we want to make sure, hey, look, I want to make sure that I can feed my family and take care of my bills with a plan B. You don't have to sell people on why they need a plan B. You don't have to sell them on what if you get laid off. They know that. And by the way, if they don't see it after what we've gone through already, then you're not looking for them. As Jim Rohn says, you're looking for the lookers. You go with the ones that are going your way. Amateurs convince, professionals sort. It's not for everyone. If you got to drag them into the business, you have to drag them through the business. If you have to force them to do things, they're not going to be happy, and you're not going to be happy, and it's going to slow you down. So let's get into Facebook recruiting tips using attraction marketing. And by the way, I was going to keep it to 1 point because I'm like, you know what? I really want to hit this one hard. I do have 5 tips. So I'm going to hit the first one pretty hard. You've heard me talk about 2 or 3 of the others before, but you may hear me hit them from a different perspective tonight. And by the way, if you look on the screen, DarrenKidd.com/Facebook is a free download for you and your organization that gives you 25 tips. And those tips, it's a lot of work put into that resource. Let me know if you've already downloaded that, if you enjoy it. But that is there for you and your organization. It is free of charge. All you have to do is go to that link, and you can get that immediately. So let's get into number 1. Evaluate your profile or your page, right? You want to do your best when people are scrolling through the scroll hole. You want to slow their roll, and you want them to be able to look at your profile and catch their attention. And then you want to do the right things on your profile. So let me give you a few ideas and suggestions of what I mean. People judge based on what they're presented with. So we have to be intentional. So if you're just having a Facebook page to have a Facebook page, you're not marketing your brand, you're not marketing, and it could be real estate, it could be insurance, it could be financial services. You're going to find that these tips can help you no matter what you're doing. But I know a big part of my following is the network marketing space. So if you just have a Facebook profile just to scroll through and see what people are doing, that's one thing. But if you're looking to represent your products, your services, and your brand the right way, you have to be intentional. You have to treat it like a business. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Like attracts like, however you want to look at it. So how does your page look? And I'm going to tell you where you can go to look at your Facebook page and see what everyone else sees here in just a second. Number one, your profile picture. I've mentioned this multiple times, but yet I've seen people that are agreeing in the chats that I've been to your Facebook profile and you really hadn't done anything with it yet. Then that's completely up to you. But I was researching this morning and they were talking about how, we know that a picture conveys a lot more than words. And when it's called Facebook, not pet book, not, cartoon character book. So when you have your profile picture, that should be of you. And there's several things you want to do in this picture. You want to make eye contact, so you want to be looking into the camera. And that's important. I was researching and looking how there were studies of, infants that were 4 months old, and they did research on how they interacted with people that had their eyes open and had their eyes closed. And there was a ton of research, and I'm not a detailed person, and you may be like me, which I think this is pretty smart. I don't have to understand why something works as long as I trust the source. So if you have the life that I want, and I know I can trust the source, I don't need to know why a brown cow eats green grass, produces white milk. I just know it tastes good, and I'll drink it. Now, I don't hardly drink milk anymore, but you get the point. I don't have to understand when I get in my Lexus and I press the start button, how does that work? Where I press a button and all of a sudden the engine starts. I don't know. I just get in and I drive it. So you don't need to understand all the science and the hours that I put in researching some of this stuff. Just know you want to have a profile picture of you. You want it to be quality because that's representing you and your brand, not fuzzy. You want to make sure that it's not too distant and it's not too close up, and you can judge that yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm just giving you some different tips. You want to be smiling because I don't recommend trying to look sexy. I tried that. It didn't work. I lost a lot of followers overnight. Just joking. Well, maybe I'm not joking. You want to not look like you're tough. You want to look warm and approachable, and having a smile does that. Now, if you're an attorney, you may not have as big a smile because you're want to look, powerful and strong, and I can represent you and I can take care of you. But most people, you want to have a decent smile where they see your eyes, they see your smiling face, and they know you're approachable. I know that's something so simple and it's so basic, but if you looked at all the things that I looked at over several hours today preparing for this training, you will understand how important it is to have a good profile picture. And let me give you a few details on that. In less than 40 milliseconds, which is less than 1/2 of 1/10 of a second, we're able to draw conclusions about someone with one single photo. Is that not crazy? Let me repeat that again. In less than 40 milliseconds, which is less than 1/2 of 1/10 of a second, we're able to draw conclusions about someone with one single photo. So when they're scrolling and they look at your profile picture, it only takes a fraction of a second for them to say, do I want to stop for a second? Do I trust this person? Do they look approachable? Do I want to do business with this person? Do I trust what they're saying about their products, their services? They go through so many things really quick. Your profile picture is the key to your personal brand and your online marketing. Should be a picture of you smiling, and a big, genuine smile is the key to appearing approachable, likable, and confident. Posting the right picture one time is going to give you ongoing benefits. Think about it. You really only have to do it one time. And what I also recommend, let me know if this makes sense to you in the comments, and if you agree. If you don't, it's okay. But I was researching tons of top social media experts, and they were also recommending this. Do not have sunglasses. Do not have a hat on if you can help it. Make sure the lighting is good. And I haven't done this with all my profiles. I'm just being completely transparent with you, but I'm trying to do it with more and more. If you have a really good picture, you can use that same picture on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, whatever platform you're on, because it helps people, especially if you have a common name and there's like 50 other people with the same name. If they're seeing the same picture of you on multiple platforms, that's going to help them find you quicker and connect. Smile with your teeth. Body language is open or closed. Have you ever been talking to someone and they're doing this? and you know they're not open to the information that you're sharing with them, even if it's subconscious, that's when you're not smiling and you have a picture that doesn't show your beautiful smile and your eyes. It's kind of saying the same thing. They're closed. You're closed to being approachable. Try to use the same picture. We talked about that. Cover photo. I've talked about this as well. This is the biggest piece of real estate you have on your profile. And when they first see your page, that is a billboard. You want to make sure it's the right dimensions. If not, I've had people that I go, man, what is that? And I look at it, it's cut off. Like part of the picture's cut off. It's some bodies with no heads, or it's fuzzy because Facebook stretched the image because it wasn't the right size. And you can Google what's the right size. And there's apps like Canva and different things where you can do collages. But make sure that your cover photo, I would recommend in Canva, which is they have a free version. You can go to Canva, which is an app, and they have, and you can Google it if you can't find it. I know you can Google it because I did earlier today. 50 creative Facebook covers to inspire you. 50 creative Facebook covers to inspire you, to give you some ideas. What are 2 or 3 things that people can look at that cover photo and know who you are? Because again, like attracts like. You know, we attract who we are, we repel who we're not. Are you an animal? You know, do you love animals? Are you a fitness enthusiast? Do you love to travel? Do you love helping people? You know, that cover photo is the billboard that lets people know pretty quickly, because it is a picture, who you are and what you're about. Description. Also look through your description about you. And you can, you know, I would recommend keep them light, keep them positive. In the about section, you know, I wouldn't get into politics or anything like that. You could put a motivational or inspirational quote. That's something you can do. And here's another one. Let me know in the comments, by the way, do you want me to tell you, I want to see, I want to get some response on this one. Would you like for me to share with you what you need to hear or what you want to hear? Do you want results or you just want to feel good? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to give you just a second while I take a sip of water. Phoenix is 110 degrees. Wow. All right, so the comments will come through. I'm pretty sure if you're watching, you're saying, hey, Darren, tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. I want results. What do your last 5 to 10 Facebook posts say about you? What do your last 5 to 10 Facebook posts say about you? Now, the good news, you can hide them. If you click over, there's 3 little dots. You can hide them. You can delete them. And some of you may go, I've had people go, I don't care. That's who I am. And then that's okay. Just understand that when I was in the field recruiting people, and here's the deal. I could share with you something about religion, politics, whatever I believe on Facebook, and it could come across the wrong way. And you're most likely, you never going to, I can honestly say I've not looked at anybody's Facebook post when it comes to politics or anything like that and go, oh my gosh, you completely changed my mind. Where I've had people that have impacted my life, anybody can be a keyboard warrior. Where I've had people that have impacted my life is when I got to know them and their actions would speak so loudly, I didn't have to worry about what they were saying. So for example, I've got a friend of mine I've known for years. We don't believe the same thing spiritually. He believes something completely different than I do. And there was times where he asked me what I believed and I shared what I believed. Like, because we had a relationship and he knew that I honestly loved him and cared about him. And he thanked me later. He's like, you know what, Darren? The reason I have always been offended when people tried to push their religious beliefs on me, because I know what I believe and I know what they believe, and they come across the wrong way, just like to prove a point. But I know anytime you've ever shared something with me, it's because you cared about me, you honestly cared about me, and you were offering the information and you love me whether we believe the same thing or not. Go figure. How does that work these days, right? People are hating each other because they believe different things. And so when you look at your last 5 to 10 posts, don't be surprised if you are putting up a lot of controversial stuff that you lose some people. And if that's okay, then that's okay. But I've had people that have reached out to me and go, hey, I want you to sponsor. And again, I'm not a distributor anymore. I know I have to keep saying that because I'm newer to the training world. But for 28 years, I was. And I've had people that would call me up and go, hey, I want you to recruit me into your company. And I'm like, well, what do you know? I know everything. I've sampled the products. I know the comp plan, blah, 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 blah. And I go, no, you need to go back to the person that talk to you because obviously they did a great job, right? And I don't take people from people. I believe you reap what you sow, and I didn't build my business by taking people. I want to treat people the way I want to be treated. Go back to that person, and they go, "I'm not working with the person that approached me." And I go, "Why not?" They go look at their social media, and you tell me if you would ever want to get in business with someone like that. So just think about that. What do your last 5 or 10 posts say about you? And I would also encourage you, make sure it's not just quote graphics. Mix it up. Mix it up with family and fun, inspirational, curiosity post here and there, not all about business, because if you post everything about business, they're going to unfollow you. They're going to unfriend you because no one wants to see commercials when they turn on the TV, and they don't want to see commercials on their news feed every time that you're on. Another thing is you want them to know more about you. They're going to know your heart, know what you love to do, know that you're a family person, know that you love your animals, know that you love to travel, know that you love to work out. That people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And that's the beautiful thing about social media. They can do that a lot faster than they used to. And there's people that are on your social media that feel like they know you, even though they probably never had a real conversation with you, because they're following your life through that. Wow, I'm giving you a lot just on the first tip. We'll move faster here in just a second. Let me know if you're getting some good value. Your bio. They say the first impression is the last impression. So make sure you pay attention to your bio. How would you feel if you were looking at your page? And I know that's tough, but take off your just step back for a second. Go look, I don't know me, and look at your page. And is there negative stuff, controversial stuff? Are you promising to get rich quick by doing nothing? Who are we going to attract if we go, you can get in their company and everybody's getting rich and it's so easy and anyone can do it? That is not what you want to do. I almost would have people have to sell me on why I should recruit them and work with them, because I didn't have time to work with everyone. And I didn't want to work with someone that had the lottery mentality, that wasn't willing to go out and do what they needed to do, because it was a legit business. But the great news with network marketing, you can work hard and you have the ability and the potential for the multipliers to kick in, and you have the ability to create that leverage. Where my job, I never had that ability. It was only exchanging time for money. So just take a look at that. Here's how you can view your profile as a guest. And if you can't figure it out, just Google it. They'll show you some pictures. But when you look at your profile, you'll see activity log, and right beside that is 3 dots. Click on the dot and you can see view as, and then it will take you out just like you're someone that is scrolling through and they find your profile, and you'll see how it looks to everyone else before they're connected to you, or if they're connected to you. All right, so that's number 1. How many of you got value out of number 1 if we just cut it off right now? Number 2, some of you ask about engagement. Engage with people before you post or you go live. Just a couple quick attraction action tips. This is what we call attraction action. Before you go live, you can look on your messenger. You can see who is active at that time. There will be a little green dot or circle beside their name. I've heard leaders call it the green monster challenge, the green light challenge, whatever you want to call it. You can go comment or like on those people, maybe pick 10 or 20 before you go live, and most likely you will pop up in their feed when you post your post or when you go live. If you have a list of hot prospects, you can go to those hot prospects and you go, hey, look, I'm going to like or comment, engage on their page, because this next post, I want them to see these before and after pictures. I want them to see this house I'm getting ready to post if you're a real estate agent. So when you go comment, engage there, then most likely you're going to pop up in their news feed. Another thing that you can do is you can go to your friends list. You can scroll all the way to the bottom. Those are the people that are not seeing your post. They're not seeing your feed. And I know Michelle in Florida, she was, well, I talked about this before, and she went out and did it the next day, and she sent me a screenshot of someone texting her. Here's what she did. You like or comment on 5 or 10 people. Just pick 5 or 10 people a day and like or comment, engage on their post at the bottom of your friends list. And then you will start popping up in their feed, most likely. So the next day she sent me the screenshot, and this lady's like, oh my gosh, Michelle, for some reason I hadn't seen you in my news feed forever, But today you popped up. I'm so glad you did. Tell me about the products that you mentioned on your page. I would love to have better skin, better this, better that. Right? Very simple. So those are some things you can do to engage, to get more engagement on your page, more eyes on what you're getting ready to post. And if you have that top prospect, that hot prospect list, it's also an indirect way of hitting them with another exposure. Use the heart button. I've heard different influencers saying that the heart button has more. And by the way, give me some hearts if you're liking this information. I mean, if you're on Facebook, on YouTube, you can't give me hearts. Just give me a like on the video, right? If you're on Periscope, I forget what you got over there, but I've got 6 million of them, so I appreciate that. But use the heart button. It gets more attention than the like button for some reason. Use your hot prospect list. Engage with people at the bottom of your friends list. And then I would also take time afterwards. Well, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Number 3, go live. Go live. 85% of people say they'd like to see more videos of their brands. And you may go, I don't want to go live. I hate talking to people. I'm not a great speaker. There's a reason that out of the top 10 viewed shows, a lot of them are reality TV shows. People want to see people that are real and authentic. And when you're on there, I don't care if you got on and said, hey, everybody, I am so nervous. I feel like I'm going to get sick. But I was challenged to go do this live. And I just want to talk to you for a few minutes. If that's what you did, you're going to get so much love because you're doing things that most people wouldn't do. And people want to root for the underdog. When they think that we're out there and we're uncomfortable and they know we're uncomfortable, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of great people that want to encourage you for just getting out of your comfort zone. But 85% said they'd like to see more videos of their brands. 95% of the people have watched an explainer video to learn more about a product or a service. 81% of people have been convinced to buy a product or service after watching a brand video. And another reason you want to go live is because it takes precedence over everything in the news feed. Facebook is encouraging people to go live. So if you want to reach more people, you want to use live. If you want more engagement, some of you are asking for engagement. How many of you would like more engagement? Let me know. Okay, drop it in the comments. Well, what did I just do? I gave you a call to action. Let's see how many of you are going to help me or going to make me look like my training doesn't work. All right, so but you get more engagement because you're interacting with people. So we've got, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, Nestle from the Philippines. Welcome. Hey, Wendy, appreciate you jumping on. We've got Bryn says, great tip. Karen says, thumbs up, right? Kay says, engagement. See what I mean? You're going to get more engagement, what happens when you get more engagement? Facebook expands your reach because they go, wow, there's some conversations. There's some interaction that's going on. And if you notice, I'm trying not to say the word, you probably hadn't noticed, but I'm going to tell you, I'm trying not to say the word S-H-A-R-E, but if you are, let me know if you're doing that let me know in the comments, because with artificial intelligence software, Facebook doesn't want you baiting people. You know how people used to go, hey, put a 1 in the comments below if you do this and put a 2. Well, when they see that same thing over and over and over, they look at it as bait. So the algorithm's always changing, but don't worry about all that. Just go live. On average, users comment 10 times more on live videos than regular videos. And here's a bonus tip. If you want to get recognized by influencers, then what you want to do is you want to take and just help maybe highlight some of the things they're talking about. So when I said, hey, look, number 1 is evaluate your profile and page. Number 2 is engage with people before you go live or post. And then some of you are like, hey, number 1 was this, number 2 was this, and here's a couple of notes. A lot of times people that are doing the lives, we recognize that, if not during the live, even afterwards. So if you want to get recognized and give value when you're on pages, that's a great way to do that as well. All right, let me see where I am. You create a better relationship with your audience when you go live. You reach more people. People prefer video, and it's cost effective. You're not having to go in. My YouTube channel, I've had to spend a lot of time and energy and effort and money. Some of those videos, I flew to Vegas and did video shoots and rented suites in these big casinos to do video shoot days. That was a lot of money. Now with Facebook, you can take your smartphone and you can go live from inside your car. It's really cool. People like that. It's like a reality TV show. Number 4, engage immediately after you post or go live. If you don't have the ability to engage with your audience, don't post. Wait until you can. Because what Facebook is going to do, Once you go live, once you post something on Facebook, if they see some commenting going back and forth, once again, they will increase your reach because they're like, okay, there's real conversations going on. They will reward you for that. Create conversations, engage immediately after you post, and you can even go back and give some love on the people that have commented or liked your post and videos. You may go on there and go, hey, you know what, Kay, I saw you commented on my post. Thank you so much for the love. You know, you could send them a message in Messenger. Then you're building some rapport. You're building relationships. You're adding value to their page and their life, and it works wonders. Gary Vee, Gary Vee, who took his family's wine business from a few million a year to 60 million a year, all through social media, right, for free. He has a book called Crush It. If you go look him up on YouTube, a lot of bad language. That's who he is. I'm just going to warn you right now. So if you don't want to hear the bad language, you don't want to listen to him. But what he did was he actually would go home every night and he would spend hours replying to every single person on Twitter. And he just spent so much time engaging that he built a loyal following that no matter what platform he went to, they followed him. Now he's one of the biggest and best in the world when it comes to social media. And last but not least, use stories. Within the first 14 months when Facebook released stories, there was like 100 and some million people that were using them. Now it's up to over 300 million. Over 300 million viewers daily on the stories. It's one of the best real estate pieces of real estate on your Facebook page, on the app, because it's up top. You want to try to create the stories throughout the day. So why don't some of you right now, maybe you could tag me in a Facebook story afterwards, right? There's an idea. Hey, look, I was just on this Facebook story with Darren Kidd, and you tag me in it, and you can tag me in your Instagram stories if you would like. And then, I'll give some of you a shout out on the Instagram and the Facebook. But what it does, it's when you do those often, you tend to go toward the front and people look up and go, wow, let me check and see what Brian is doing. And then what they realize, like, it's kind of like behind the scenes. So it creates curiosity. And there's a lot of creative things you can do. There's stickers, there's filters, you can do videos, you can do pictures. But, stories are definitely rising in popularity. And then it helps you with better connections. People feel more connected with you when they think they're having a behind the scenes experience by looking throughout your day. And I've got to do a better job of this myself. Like today I was at, the coffee shop, and then sometimes I'm at the gym, and, inspirational quotes. And a quick tip, I'm not going to train you on how to use the stories tonight. That's a whole training by itself, but you want to create some engagement as well. All right, let me highlight one more time. Number one, evaluate your profile and your page. Number two, engage with people before and after you post or go live. That's attraction action. Number three, go live. We gave you the benefits of video, why it's worth. And when you're looking at someone that the only year and a half I went to college, I had a speech class with 12 to 15 people. I don't remember the exact amount. I would about pass out. And I knew those 15 people was such a small class. I would about pass out in front of those people. I would shake. I would stutter. I would sweat like you can't even believe. Like I would days before I knew I had to do a speech, I could not sleep. I could not eat. I wanted to wreck my car on the way to class just to have an excuse why I couldn't do my speech for the day. I was terrified. If you would have ever told me that, Darren, you'll be speaking in front of 25, 40,000, 50,000 people, you'll have several 100,000 people on social media where you go live, I would have said you've lost your mind. But I know that success is not in my comfort zone. I want to stretch outside my comfort zone. And yeah, it may not be comfortable, but what's not comfortable, maybe it's not comfortable for you being in debt. Maybe it's not comfortable driving that beat up, tore up car. You want your family in a safe car. Maybe it's not comfortable not being able to put your kids in a private school. Maybe it's not comfortable not being able to donate to a charity or to a church. So when your reasons outweigh the being uncomfortable, then you don't mind being a little uncomfortable, right? I mean, we would die for the ones that we love and care about. I mean, think about it. We would for a split second, but yet we're worried that someone may judge us on social media because we weren't a polished speaker. Don't worry about it. Last time I checked, we can't pay our bills with someone else's opinion, right? And here's the tip. I'm going to give you a bonus tip. So go live. Number 4, engage immediately after you post. Number 5, use stories. Here's a bonus tip. How many of you want one more bonus tip for the night? This is the way. Kay says, big stretch. That's okay, Kay. I don't care if it's a 3 to 5 minute video and you just tell people I was challenged to do a live and I'm doing it, and just share with them like tips to have great hair, tips to have great skin. I don't care what it is. Just do something to get out of that comfort zone. And every time after that, we'll get a little bit easier, a little bit easier, a little bit easier. So here's your bonus tip. This is the way that you never have anyone talk about you ever again. This is the way. Don't have anything, do anything, or be anything. Don't have anything, do anything, or be anything. Live a life of insignificance. I'm just telling you, it's true, right? They're going to say something no matter what. Dogs do not bark at a parked car. When you put your head above the crowd, they're going to swing. They may call us crazy. They may call us this, but guess what? They're not going to call you broke later, right? Later on, the ones that laughed about you and talked about you behind your back, they're going to be ones telling other people, hey, here's how I knew that person. Right? They're going to tell people how they know you. And I know people that have done that with me, right? And I'm not, it's okay. Let the haters be your motivators. Let them, they're drinking their haterade. Who cares? Let them enjoy their haterade. Use that to inspire you and motivate you and drive you. Hope you got great value out of tonight. Make sure you tag your friends, your teammates. If you want to share this, do me a favor. Let me know in the comments below. And again, share and download DarrenKidd.com/Facebook is a great freebie for you and your organization. And Brian says he likes that. And also remember, what's the one challenge you're having when it comes to social media? What's the one challenge you're having when it comes to social media? Put that in the comments. That way I can come back, write them all down. I can create trainings. I'm also going to create a course. I'm also going to do a special training that I will notify each and every one of you. If you go to DarrenKidd.com/Facebook, and once you download that, you'll be on my email list. So you will get notified when I have these new resources available for you. And I'm just excited, man. Let's go out and crush the rest of this year. I want to help each and every one of you get to where you want to be a lot sooner than later. I want to help you compress time frames, and I appreciate you more than you know. Thanks so much for joining. Have a great night. We'll see you on the next training.